G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now, I have been inspired by another YouTuber to create this today. So it's lovely. I love when I get inspired by other YouTube creators or resin creators. Now this one I saw or something similar from a lovely lady on YouTube, Tian Art. Her YouTube channel is, I don't know her name, sorry, but let me know your name. I love her creative videos. Now she did this water drop or raindrop technique, and I thought, I want to put a different spin on it. So let me just, it's hard to use my phone here with gloves on, but I wanted to show you the photo. There. Can you see that? A leopard. So this is going to be my inspiration today. I want to do leopard spots. So getting straight to it. I have got some Platinum 360 Plus and I've just popped some black into it. Now it has been sitting just for a few minutes. I got sidetracked. I had a contractor arrive and I thought it's probably a better idea if I kind of leave it anyway to set up a little bit, just so that the dots don't sort of flatten out too much. And I don't know whether this is probably the best way of doing it, because I'm making a bit of a mess, a bit drippy, probably because I'm rushing as well. Let's touch the mold instead and just kind of, I'll do that. I'll just touch the mold and kind of spread it to where I want it to go. So have some, that's better. Have some in like longer ones and round ones. I'll probably just, clean up my mold a little bit here. If I can, try and clean it up. But leopard spots, they're not totally round, are they? They're kind of oblongish and like so. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna try and make some leopard spots. And then once I've done this, I'm gonna let it set, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. But for now, I'm just gonna do the rest of them. Try and make some unusual kind of shapes. What I'll probably do afterwards, because I don't want like a total circle, I'll probably just, do a bit of a, just kind of pull them out a little bit to kind of make a different sort of a shape, because I don't want them to be totally round. And look, I can join up my little dots that I've missed. Haven't, can't I? And then maybe I can just put another little bit in there because I've dripped in there. But you get the general idea. I'm just going to try and fix up where I've made a kind of a mess, really. But look, I think it's a pretty easy sort of a thing to do. Like you don't have to be perfect at your little droplet shapes. So I'm just going to kind of make unusual blotchy sort of shapes rather than droplets, if you know what I mean. So, all right, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to do the rest. Actually, look, if I just touch my stick to it, oh, that's much better. Touch my stick there onto the mold and just kind of drag it. I think that's probably going to be the best idea. I still will do kind of some droplets, but this is better, you guys. This is better. Just touching the mold and just like pulling the stick around. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna have to do it to the first lot as well. And then you want some bigger ones and some smaller ones and unusual shapes and all that. Some of them can still be round, but oh gosh, I've made a mess on that one. I'm gonna have to try and clean that up. Whoops. Okay, I've dripped there. We're getting one there. Anyway, I'll do these two and then I'll put you on fast forward and I'll do the rest, eh? Oh, that's a good one. It's hard. It's hard trying to be not a perfect shape. It's hard. Not as easy as I thought. I'll get some slightly bigger ones in and just go crazy, basically. Whoops, we've dropped. Never mind. It's difficult making them perfect. All right, so now I need to come in and sort of change these ones a little bit because I don't want them to be so rounded. I better get a wriggle on because my resin's setting up. So anyway, I'll come back to you once this is done, all right? So as you can see, my resin was getting really thick towards the end there. So I've made a bit of a mess. So all I've done is I've popped some alcohol in a little cup here, and I've got a little cotton bud thingy, and I'm just wiping it off. So it's no big deal. Just cleaning it up a little bit. Those little streaky things that were left behind. And I've tried to kind of join up a couple of the spots because I think that just looks sort of more realistic. I wish my resin hadn't set up so fast, but look, it's my own fault. I was expecting a tradesman at 8:30 this morning and he turned up at 8 o'clock, so I thought, oh gosh. I was planning on doing this before he arrived, you know, and then he came early and then, well, anyway. These things happen, don't they? All right, we'll just clean up. I mean, I kind of wanted the resin to be a bit thicker so that the dots would sit up higher, you know, to have a more of a 3D look. So I don't mind it. I'm sure it'll be fine. It was just a little bit more difficult to work with. So let's just get this mold cleaned up. And once these have set, I'm going to come back in with, I'll tell you about that shortly when I'm done. But I think that's pretty clean there. Wasn't too bad. A little drip on the side. I was trying to heat up my resin with my heat gun to make it flow a little bit easier, but it didn't seem to want to do that. But I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. All right, there we go. I've got some alcohol drops here that I'm just wiping up. And there you go. Does it look like a leopard? I'm going to clean that up too. All right, I'll see you shortly for the next step. Right, so these have set up now. When they were still soft but not sticky, I was able to put a little bit of alcohol, isopropyl, on the end of my silicone brush, and I could actually just sort of move it where I wanted it to go because it wasn't sticky. So I kind of made a few little shapes and joined a couple up, as you can see. And anyway, I did make a bit of a mess, I must say. I really should have just done it when the resin was still soft. Anyway, I showed my husband and I said, look, I made leopard prints. And he goes, oh, it looks more like a cheetah. And I thought, okay. So then I Googled leopard versus cheetah. And this is what I got. So the leopard is on the left. And it looks as if they kind of more like a ring inside a ring. And the cheetah's more of just a blotch. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we have some kind of cat print. It's an animal print. All right, now let the fun begin. Let the fun begin. What brush will I use? Maybe this big, nice soft one. That should do. All right. So going along those lines of the big cat, I was thinking goldy, coppery, sort of orangish colours. And I've got these two from Resin. They are the Intense Chameleon powders. I will put a link to Resin down in the description. And if you use that link, anything that you buy, you get a discount on. But I thought I'd choose maple, which is like a orangish colour. Coppery, and then gold, which is like a greeny gold. And I know it's not going to be exact, big cat colors, but for the sake of this, because that looks quite green, doesn't it? But then you hold it in different lights and it goes green and yellow. And anyway, I'm going to do that. I don't want to make like direct lines, so what I thought I would do is I'm just going to try and put little puffs down, little puffs if I can. Oh gosh, air conditioner. Puff, puff, puff. But oh gosh, you don't need that much really. And air conditioner's blowing. I need to turn my air conditioner up. I mean, not turn it up, but aim the vent up because it's blowing everywhere. So yeah, I don't want like definite lines of like changing color. I just want to try and do some little blotches similar to what I've got going on with the blotches of the black, that same sort of thing. Organic. I've got it all over me. All right, let's change color. It's very messy. Doesn't help that the aircon's blowing everything away. Blop, 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 blop. That way we can see like I don't know, hopefully a nice blending of the colors. Nearly out of that one. I have to get some more. But use it on this one as well before I run out. It's almost gone. Okay, and then back to the gold. So you get the general idea. This is what I'm doing, just trying to blend, trying to do some blending. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever blended chameleon powders before, but hopefully the two colors will kind of blend together. I'm going to do up the sides as well. I'll just, whatever's on my brush, I'll just go up the sides of the mold. This is my geode shaped mold. I will put the link in the description if you want this particular mold. It has smooth edges as opposed to my other geode one, which is the 6 coaster, which has the rock edges. So even though I'm doing this now and kind of blending it all, the color that's touching the silicone is going to be the color that we are going to be able to see. So even if you've got another color over the top, it's the first color that touches the silicone that we're going to be able to see. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm assuming that once I unmold these, we're going to have black animal prints. I think so. Oh, I don't know. I think so. It works that way in my mind, that they'll be black against this other colour. Whoops, oh gosh. It's a problem with using such a big brush, but run out of that maple one now, so I'm just going over with whatever I've got left. I'll go up the sides there. Just a nice soft makeup brush. I'm not going to turn this upside down and tip it in the bin in case my little black blobs fall off. They might. Oh gosh, look at the mess I've made. All right, I'm just going to clean up. That's empty. I'll clean up and I'll mix up some resin. Wipe down my sides with a baby wipe, so we're all good to go. I have got some Platinum 360 Plus, and I mixed 225 grams of part A and 97 grams of part B. Added a big scoop of my black pigment paste, Midnight Black from Resin. You can use any black pigment paste. I wouldn't suggest using a mica powder, only because you get like a shimmery kind of a look. It's not as opaque. So I like to use the pigment pastes personally. Now just let it pour into the middle and let the resin run out to the edges, and hopefully it'll spread to the edges and not give you too many bubbles. You know, when I started this project, I was thinking to myself, don't forget the heart, don't forget the heart. And then by the time I'd finished doing all my blotches or splotches and my resin had gone so thick, I'd forgotten all about my little heart in the middle, but I was planning on doing it. I forgot. Oh, look, I've got more left over. Why have I got left over? Maybe I was thinking I was doing my 6 coaster instead of the 4 coaster. That's okay. They all need a little bit more anyway. As I was stirring, you know, mixing, I'm thinking, oh, I've got black dots against black background. We're not going to see anything. And then I thought, oh, but the chameleon powder's in there. I should see black blotches against gold coppery background. And then I'm doing my head in, I'm going, oh my God, but what if we just see just plain black blotches on black background? And oh, then I started worrying, but I think it's all right. I think I've done the right thing. So I will, after I've done this, like in a week or two, I'll do the raindrops one. I'll put down clear resin and then I'll put down different blues so that we get like a water raindrop kind of effect. So that will be coming up, so make sure you watch that one as well. That'll be quite fun. It's good trying new things, isn't it? I think we're pretty good as far as filling up goes, and I've got a tiny bit left. I'll put some gold sparkle in it and I'll make you guys some puffy hearts, okay? Yes. I do know that you love having your puffy hearts when you order a few molds. Now you can see where the bubbles are popping. You can see the little mica powders are sort of coming to the surface as well and popping. I would like to go around the edges. No, I won't. I've filled them up so much. Like, you know how you go around the edge with a silicone tool or something to release any of the trapped bubbles. The only thing is, well, there's 2 things. A, my molds are so full that I'm going to make a mess and overflow everywhere. And 2, if I start scraping around the edge, I'm going to dislodge all my chameleon powder that I've just dusted on. So it's kind of a twofold. Like, do you do it? Do you not do it and maybe get some bubbles, or you do it and then you wreck your sides? So anyway, I'll just spray some alcohol over the top there like so. That way if any more bubbles come up in the next, see, it's popping them, see that? In the next little while. It doesn't always work. And don't put too much on either, because it'll make your resin run off the edges too. Once you've put the alcohol on, don't torch, okay? Because there'll be flames everywhere. Alcohol's flammable, don't do it. I've learned that the hard way too. Bit of a deal. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow for the grand unmolding, and cross fingers that it actually works and I don't just get a black coaster. Oh, all right, see you soon. It's the next day, bright and early, before coffee even. You know I'm excited when it's before coffee. Right, so these were the leftover black that I did, and into my little cup of black resin I added some gold super sparkle by Colour Passion. So I like doing these. I think they turn out really pretty with that sparkle. So here we go. Look at that. How pretty is it? Hey? So pretty. So we've got 3 of those. We ended up being able to do 3, which is fantastic. No point wasting your resin, is there? And they've turned out really nice. So they'd look really good with a gold chain or a black leather chain. Okay, onto the main attraction. I'm going to get them all out and then we'll flip them over, hey? Let's see how they go. Oops, there we go. Okay, all out. Let's just move that out of the way. Right, now this is where I think, because the mounds were on the top, I'm just going to see a flat bottom, but that's okay. When I do the water droplets with clear resin, then I think you'll be able to see that mound because they're clear. But anyway, let's have a look. Hopefully they'll be pretty regardless. Hey? Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Oh gosh, can we focus? I can't see what you're seeing. All right, without further ado, here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, look. Yes, they're flat. They're flat as a pancake. Oh my gosh. But that's okay. Look, they look like animal prints anyway, don't they? And they've got that shimmer to them. Sorry about that light. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, I lost my 3D look. I had a feeling it was going to do that. There we go. There's another one. I like how the blotches or splotches have turned out. Happy with those. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, that I would actually still see the dome. I was hoping I could still see the dome, but obviously because it's not clear, you can't. You lose that 3D effect. So now we know. Hey, we don't know these things until we try them. But what do you reckon? I think if, should I paint some gold? No, I don't think I'll paint gold around the edge. I don't think I will. I think there's enough going on that I don't need to do anything else to them. So you can see that sort of gold and coppery kind of look there. That colour, last one. Very nice. I wonder if they look different outside in the light. Let's see if I can hold them all. It's a bit hard. There we go. So there we are. My animal prints, leopard print, cheetah print, whatever you want to call them. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I like doing something a bit different. All right, I'll take them outside and see if we can see a different light. But for now, I'm off to have my coffee, and I'll set them up for a lovely photo shoot for you. So thank you so much for watching. Put these here as well. And I'll see you all again real soon, and we'll do the water drops with some bluey tone background and aqua and things like that, and see if I can get the 3D look happening instead of just flat. All right. All right. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for the next video. Take care, guys. Bye for now.